there's one biscuit. We call it digestive biscuit. It has a transparent label.
Okay.
Those days,
I think yellowish color or something like that.
the label is transparent. Then they draw something kind of sun and wheat. This thing. That's what they inscript on the biscuit.
Okay.
So then it was 10 naira, 2003, 2425. It was 10 naira. So I managed to, if I get that biscuit, put water inside and I turn it and take. So I take it like that. Sometimes some of my co-workers, they laugh at me, say you don't eat good food. My people have a common parable. They say when a bad thing stay more than a year, it becomes tradition. Nigeria like to celebrate bad thing. When this man want to contest, he push a strategy that make the poor masses to have access to clean milk, sachet milk, and every other things. That's why those days you hear they call it Abiola milk,
yes.
Abiola Omo, and other things. But they denied him his right.
Yes, it's Marvel of the East in the spirit of promoting African culture and showing you the unseen side of Africa. I'm here with a businessman who is into aluminum fabrication, who wants to share his personal story and struggle on how he got to this point. Hello, sir. Good day, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
How are you doing?
My people, I greet you.
Right. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well.
Sir, please, don't be offended. Can you introduce yourself?
All right. My name is Ben King.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Imo State. Oru East, to be precise.
Okay. So, how come? What are you doing here today, sir? Please, like, explain to us what is this.
All right. I'm an aluminium engineer, and this profession is called aluminium fabrication. So we use aluminium profile to create windows, doors, showcase, anything glass and aluminium work. That is what we do for a living.
Okay, that's just what this all is all about, right?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about life before this point where you are now? A little bit about your life or your personal struggle before this point where you are, sir.
It is well.
Okay.
Well, before this point, I wanted to go to school. I wanted to go to school. Then if you are conversant with Oru East, you know that we work bread a lot. So after a failed business, so I entered Port Harcourt. I want to go to school, but it was not easy. So I saw a friend that is doing this work. I love the work because I love creating something with my hand. So I inquire how to do it. So they gave me bill and other things, how much I will pay, blah, blah, blah. And I don't have the money. Sorry to say it.
No,
I don't have the money then.
Yeah.
So I have to hustle here and there because I'm a musician too. So I have to play music, go small concerts, and gather up a little money. So, and I paid. So because of the work, I don't have enough time again to do some of those things because I didn't pay all anywhere. So that is how I started, and I learned the work. In the middle of the work, I was chased out as well because I didn't complete my money. So I'm just telling this story for some of us that are giving excuses anyway. Why you don't learn work? I went to Indomie company, Transamadi here.
That's Multi-Pro.
Yeah, I went there. If you are conversant with that area, you know those days. I went there when they are doing branding. So as a human being, I know I can do anything to survive. So I follow them to do branding then. So, and I make a little money. I fall back to my work to pay my oga because I can't owe him. He didn't do me any bad thing to teach me work. So I have to pay him to finish up my work. So that is how I started. And I learned the work, and by special grace of God, here am I today. Though it's not easy.
Yeah.
After learning the work, it is another story because money to open up is a big thing.
So that becomes a major challenge for you.
Yeah. East-West Road then. If you know East-West Road, yes. So it is that place that I look for a site because the place have not developed well that time. So I went to my landlord then. I said, please, I need a land by the roadside so that I can build a structure. You call it bashana, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have to knock wood. I use my hand to knock the wood and gather zinc so that I can start from there. So I lease the land, just small portion, and I knock it. I start from there. So when people saw my handwork, the way I work it faithfully, they are giving me work from there. So this is how I come to rent a block shop and get my material. And I mean tools, because those days I don't have tools. It's just my saw and my hand drilling machine. So, but today I have multiple tools. This is mitering saw. This is even this one work without battery.
Okay.
Only this one now is 100 and something thousand.
Oh,
So and
that's
all
quite
that.
expensive.
So I get a lot of tools, but I started small, believing in God that everything will work out fine.
I like how you introduced yourself and shared your story. It's almost as if you've said or you've even answered most of the questions that I'm supposed to ask you. Because when you were explaining most of the things, it was as if you've even mentioned most of your life struggles. But I would still want to know if there are challenges you faced as someone who was learning work. Challenges you faced as a person that time. Were there challenges you were facing while you were learning the work? Not even not being able to pay. Real life challenges you faced.
Yeah, a lot of challenges. Like what I mentioned before, I used to do bread work then and I make money. But now I'm learning work. You go in the morning. Our shop then we open by 7:30, and by 7 o'clock because my oga gave me key. So by 7 o'clock I'm there. I will open shop and I like to learn the work very well. So I don't want any excuses. So I normally close 6:30. So 7 o'clock to 6:30, you don't have any other thing to do.
Yeah,
So
because the day is already gone.
yes, so I can't do any other thing. So the thing affected me a lot. Even my feeding then. So when it come to workshop then, there's one biscuit. We call it digestive biscuit. It has a transparent label.
Okay.
Those days,
I think yellowish color or something like that.
the label is transparent. Then they draw something kind of sun and wheat.
Okay.
This thing. That is what they inscript on the biscuit.
Okay.
So then it was 10 naira, 2003, 2425. It was 10 naira. So I managed to, if I get that biscuit, put water inside and I turn it and take. So,
okay.
so I take it like that. Sometimes some of my co-workers, they laugh at me, say you don't eat good food, but I'm not there because of that thing.
But then they never knew your personal story. Now, sometimes people just conclude or judge based on what they are seeing. Sometimes they don't even get to want to know what is really the issue. But then we are happy that you've shared a little bit about that time. But looking at where you are today, to owning a shop like this in a major road in Audley Road, because we know the cost of owning a shop around Trans Amadipito Audley Road is quite expensive. So for you to own a shop is a massive win. It's something to be thankful. It's something to celebrate. You understand? So as a person now, when you see yourself at where you are, how do you feel and what are your expectations in the near future?
Well, I will first of all say thank to God, because when all this thing was happening, I was still looking up to God, and it is that God that have brought me this far. So it have not been easy, but with God made everything to be as though it is easy. Owning a shop in this area is a challenging one if you see oneself. So, but thanks to God, we don't owe, we pay. God is still helping us. And one of the things that will make you to be able to sustain a business is truth. Uh-huh. If you cannot deliver, you will not be able to maintain shop,
Yeah.
especially in this area, because shop is very, very expensive. So once a job is given to you in any estate or any building, whatever job it may be, just deliver.
Okay. So, sir, looking at the economic situation of Nigeria, most times people find it difficult to understand that you guys into the real field, you guys doing these handworks are the people promoting the economy of the country. And, our politicians are there. Why they embezzle the money that is supposed to be used for our economic growth and, in our, mostly our economic growth, why they, embezzle and lavish some of those money. I don't know if you are aware of today's politics, about the book Ibrahim Babangida released. I don't know if you have anything to say about it, like your personal opinion about because people were still donating money, even upon the fact that in the book he reviewed some of the atrocities he himself did, and now people are still appreciating him by giving him money. So I don't know if you have any personal opinion on that, sir.
Well, my people have a common parable. They say when a bad thing stay more than a year, it becomes tradition. Nigeria like to celebrate bad thing. In China, something happened and the man failed. Just a little corruption. You see what happened to that man. You see what happened to that man. In Nigeria here, you see somebody that failed. Instead of you to arrest the person or do what you're supposed to do, so that other people will learn from it, you begin to clap hand. It's very, very bad. And this is not taking our country anywhere. Look at one of the things he said. I can recall telling that Abiola won election, that they denied him.
Yeah, he revealed that in his book.
All right, Abiola won that election.
Yeah, he revealed it.
If you are up to this age or beyond, you will know what happened those days.
Yeah.
You know that we don't have even to drink milk, all these Ovaltine, Pronto, and all these things. It is on normal big comcom. So you can't afford it.
Yeah.
You can't afford it.
So they put small for your hand.
Yes, even if you want to wash clothes, we tie Omo. We call it Omo.
Omo, the blue one, right?
Yes, the blue one on the four corner this thing.
I missed that one.
Yes, Omo.
Yeah.
But when this man want to contest, he push a strategy that make the poor masses to have access to clean milk, sachet milk, and every other things. That's why those days you hear they call it Abiola milk,
Yes.
Abiola Omo, and all that. But they denied him his right.
That's with what you're saying. If they had allowed him to rule Nigeria at that time, maybe he might have pushed Nigerian economy to a better position.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Nigeria don't want that kind of system that will make a poor man to be comfortable. That is why they deny him that thing. They don't want a poor man to be comfortable.
Okay, so sir, after sharing your personal story and your view about today's politics, I'm excited to be here with you, and I'm happy with the little you've shared. Just in case someone watches this video, before I even get to that, you mentioned something about entertainment. Don't you still want to go back to what you love doing?
By special grace of God, I'll still go back to it.
Because this is YouTube. This is an avenue for you to push yourself out there. If you feel like it is something you love and you want to go back there, the people out there can actually put you back on track. So I don't know if you want to give a shout out to what you've done before, the kind of music you've been doing, or because you said you do shows, something like that.
Yeah. Before I was one of the Eastern musicians. And when I came to Port Harcourt here, I work with a Groove Creek Entertainment, known as Ononu Television today. Shout out to Fresh.
Okay.
It's my good friend. So we have been there doing music. A lot of people that see this face today, they know.
They will know you. But what kind of music are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I used to do high life music because of
When you say high life, I can relate because you said Eastern part. Don't forget I'm Marvel of the East. I'm also from the East, so I know how we do it there. So just in case someone watches this video and maybe feel like, okay, I like what this man have shared so far, and he wants to reach out to you, please, is there any way we can reach out to you?
Yeah.
Okay, then please, can you state, is it WhatsApp or what?
My WhatsApp number Can
Okay,
give
it's
her my
not functioning,
WhatsApp.
but then you can give us your personal number now,
Okay,
just in case someone wants to reach out to you.
my WhatsApp number is functioning anyway.
Okay.
Everything is intact. 070 3574 9879.
So thank you for sharing your personal story.